They look a lot bigger in videos and pictures than I can imagine, but it's... Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Grayson, this is Tech With Me, and this is my PC. I'm currently running a Ryzen 7 5800X with 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance memory, as well as an EVGA for the win 3080 with 12 gigs of VRAM. On top of that, I've also got 500 gigs of solid state storage for games, and about 3 terabytes of hard drive space for just about anything else. My case is a Lee & Lawn Cool 215 in white. I originally chose this case due to the two 200mm fans right up at the front. Why? Well, because airflow. Now here's the thing about my PC. I've never had any issues with it. It's great and it steamrolls through anything I've ever thrown at it. That being said, it's time for an upgrade and you guys are going to come along for the ride. So what are we going to upgrade? Well, for starters, I've got this set of Vengeance RGB Pro from Corsair. It's 32 gigs of memory, rated at about 3600 megahertz. On top of that, I chose this in white with RGB, so it'll match my case, because my old set were black and it didn't look as good. Now, this is obviously double the capacity of what I had before, and until now, 16 gigs of memory has been great. But having more is always better, and now that I'm editing thumbnails and videos for this channel pretty often, I figured it was time to go ahead and have an upgrade ready. That way I'm prepared when I need more. Next, I also went ahead and got this Samsung 970 EVO Plus. It's 2 terabytes of storage, so plenty to future-proof me, and it's a huge upgrade from what I had before. I do have a ton of storage as is, but the hard drives that I have inside it, all 3 terabytes of it, are just becoming harder and harder to keep in a world where solid state storage is so cheap and so accessible as it is now. On top of that, 500 gigs of solid state storage, even for just gaming, is not cutting it anymore. So this 970 EVO should be a huge upgrade from anything I had before. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get started. Our first step, we're going to want to go ahead and turn off our PSU and unplug all of the cables from the back of this PC, because I don't want anything getting in our way. So one thing that I love about my PC case is that the screws to get the side off are still in there at all times. So they don't come out all the way like some PC cases do. So once you get them unscrewed, the nice thing is that they're still there. So the unfortunate thing is it looks like my GPU gets in the way of my M.2. I was gonna try to pop it in there without having to pull my graphics card all the way out, just because that's a mess and a pain in the butt. But my motherboard has an M.2 cooler built in, and it goes from basically over here all the way back and down behind the GPU. I'm gonna have to remove that to put in our new NVMe. So it is what it is. Let's get to it. Don't worry, I didn't lose the screw. I'm kind of struggling a little bit to get it to unclip, but I don't want to just yank it out, you know? Oh my god. This is probably not the safest place to put it, but hopefully that's okay. Okay, but now we're open. We can kind of see in there. It's very dusty in my case, so I'm going to take the time while it's open to kind of dust it out and clean it a little bit. So I apologize that this light is in the shot now, as well as the microphone, which the microphone might have been before, but I felt like this might have been a better angle for you guys. So now we just got to pop off this M.2 cover and get it in there. Luckily, there's only like 3 screws, so it's not super difficult to do. Oh man, my screwdriver is too big. I've got to get another one. That's not something I've ran into before. Okay guys, so I got my smaller screwdriver. Some people would say that it's average, that it's more than enough. I definitely think it can do the job. A lot of times it's more about how you use it than the size of it. Unfortunately, the other one was just too big to fit, so it was kind of one of those things where even if you know how to use it, you couldn't squeeze through. This one is not magnetic. These screws are definitely going to try to fall out. And if they do, they're going to fall into my power supply cabin, which kind of sucks. I don't want that to happen. I'm going to try to grab them. Oh no! We lost one. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think I'm going to look for it. I'm just going to go with 2 screws instead of 3. The one in the middle is probably not important. Also, don't hold me to that. It could be very important. I don't know. Huh. Somehow it's smaller than I imagined. This is actually, so I never mentioned it, but this is actually my first NVMe M.2 SSD, and they look a lot bigger in videos and pictures than I can imagine, but it's good. We're good. We're good. Hopefully it's good. Oh no. This is not going as planned. Probably be easier if I sat the computer down flat, but I'm not gonna make it easy on myself. You know, that's okay. Well, I'm giving up, guys. I am going to put the PC flat. Okay, guys. Well, the route I went was definitely what I would consider probably a substandard one. I don't think I have the M.2 screws. Either that or I don't know where they are. Either that or I lost them a long time ago. Either way, none of the screws I had would work, so I kind of just popped it in there and then put the cooler on top of it. To my knowledge, this shouldn't hurt anything. I think it'll be okay. We've got to put the RAM in there. Okay. You be careful. Okay, one stick out, one to go. Okay, well, that was easy enough. Now we just gotta open this bad boy. I'm gonna use this here clever cutter that I stole from an old job of mine by accident. Like I said, not an unboxing channel. This isn't gonna be pretty. This isn't gonna be perfect. But these sticks of RAM, these are pretty imperfect right now. Oh my god. All right, I heard the click. We're good. Next stick. Alright, well it's in there and it clicked, so now I just gotta pop in my 3080, get it plugged back up, and hopefully this boots and works okay. Oh, God. Look, I get when we're messing with our PCs that the clicks are a good thing. I really, really do, but they never make me feel any better. They never do. Alright, guys, and the thing is, we know the rules. We've got everything back in there. Hopefully it should be in perfect condition, but we do not put that glass cover back on until it boots. That's just bad luck. When it comes to the PC community, that's just really bad luck. So we're gonna get those cables popped back in and hopefully it'll post. Okay guys, so I was a little worried for a couple different reasons. First time I pressed the power button, nothing happened. I forgot to hit the switch on the PSU. Rookie mistake, easy peasy. Flipped it, we're good. I hit it a second time. 2 times. The second time, nothing happened. That was very worrisome. I said, whatever, let's try it again. I held it down the 3rd time. Lights are on, fans are spinning. We should be okay. I was hitting escape. Nothing was happening. A screen popped up saying devices changed. You want to run the setup or load default values. I'm going to run the setup. But I was hitting F1 and it wasn't working. I'm like, why is this not working? I forgot to plug in my keyboard. So, of course it didn't boot into the BIOS. My RAM is showing clocked at 3200 megahertz. We're going to up that to 3600. That's what my RAM's rated at. So, hopefully it should be okay. And I can see the RGB on it going now. That is actually really nice. I like that a lot. Okay, guys. So, I put it at 3600. We're going to boot into Windows in a second. Hopefully it runs okay there. It is showing now the 970 EVO in my M2 slot, which is great. So that means it is appearing. We should be good to go. Alright, so it's in the login screen. Boot it up. It looks good, guys. I think that's a wrap. I think we did it. Alright, guys. Well, I think that's about it for this one. I know it's been a little bit of a different video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to do more content like this if I can get more space to actually build computers, because it was Definitely really weird to film this compared to other videos, but I really enjoyed it. All I've got to do left is just format the drive, get it appearing so I can actually start putting stuff on there, but everything should be working. It's showing 32 gigs and about this PC, so, with that being said, thank you guys very, very kindly for watching. My name is Grayson. This has been Tech With Me.